Good day guys, Bing here. Today we're going to model this. So this is from this project, and we're going to use adaptive family and also pattern-based family to model this. Okay, so let's start. So first, we're going to start with an adaptive family. So first so let's go have a look at this image. So if maybe hang on. If we look at this one, so it's basically, so if you look at this, basically the panel, so these are the grids. Oops. So grids, and this is one panel. So you can say, so here and then arc. Okay, so this is the panel and then overlapping. Okay, so that's it. So let's do it. So first, create an adaptive family. So the reason why I do it in adaptive families, it's because it's a little bit easier to understand the relationship between the points. Later on, we are going to load this adaptive family into a pattern-based family. So we are going to use just a rectangle pattern. So which is actually, let me just create a new pattern-based family. So which is this one. So because we're going to use this rectangle pattern grid, and it's a little bit, we can't change the because we can't change the angles here, so it's a little bit hard to try to work out the relationship between all these points. So what I'm going to do is I'll just instead create it into this adaptive family and then load this into the pattern-based family. Okay, so let's continue. So first, in this adaptive family, place 4 points and then make adaptive. Just remember the number 1, 2, 3, 4. So later on, when you place this adaptive family into the pattern-based family, you need to remember this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so doesn't really matter. So you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now what we need to do is let's just connect 1 and 2. So and then create a reference line, and 2 and 3. Hang on, sorry, my mouse is not working. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So these are this line. Okay, so this one and this one, and then we need to have this arc. So the easiest way, of course, you can just create an arc. But this one, although this one looks okay, but this one's actually a spline. It's not an arc. So if you're not worried too much about the shape, so it's okay. But because in reality, I believe because you can't dimension this one, so you need to manufacture this panel, so you can't. So for example, let me just go to floor plan. So see if I try to dimension the radius, so you won't be able to get exactly the exact radius of this arc, because this is not an arc, it's a spline. Okay, so a spline. This one or this one, not this. This one, you can't dimension them. So, okay, so now the issue is how can we create an arc that follows 3, 4.1, 3, and 4. So let me just delete this spline. So if you do it when you do it in mathematics, you can do it, like connect 1 and 4, connect 3 and 4, and get the perpendicular line, and then intersect, and then you find the radius, and then you draw an arc. But in this case, we can do it without any mathematic method, without any formula, without knowing where the arc is. So we can just do it. Hang on. I think we still need to know where the center point is. Sorry about that. Okay, so the next step, we need to create a new adaptive family. But before that, let's find the center point of this arc first. Okay, so create 1, 2, and reference line. Oh, sorry, not 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, point 3 and point 4, and then point 1 and point 4, spline and reference line, and then place a point. Use draw on face. Pick the midpoint and midpoint. Okay, and then draw on. Still draw points. Draw on work plan. Set work plan. So pick the point. So tab. So pick this work plan. Okay, then place it on the point. So now select this point, drag it away to this direction. So we just need another one, and place it on the point again, and then this direction. So now if we select these two, create a spline. So this line, this reference line, will always be perpendicular to this one, and also it's the center of this reference line. So then repeat another point, draw on work plan, tab this one, place OK, select the point, drag it this way, another point, draw on work plan, set work plan, tab, pick, place, OK. So now this one go that direction. Just try to move them a little bit further. So these two reference lines, so now they will intersect each other. So try to move them a little bit far away from the point, okay? From the these points. That's maybe this. Okay. So now we can place a point, draw on face any of the reference lines. Select this point. Use make point. Oh no, sorry, wrong one. Control Z. Host point by intersection and pick this reference line. So this point will always sitting on this intersection point, and then now this one will be the center point of an arc which goes through these 3 points. Okay, so now some might think that we can just create an arc on this point, so you can go through this 1, 2, 3 points, and then that's the arc. But if you stop here, if you use this method, we need to get a radius. We need to work out what this radius is, and I think we might be able to do it. Use some formulas, because we can get some reporting parameters. So for example, the distance between point 1 and 4, point 3 and 4, and point 1 and 3. But it will be quite complicated. So what we're going to do is, instead of use formulas, so we're going to use another adaptive family to create a circle onto this point and go through these 3 points. It will be much easier. Okay, so let's do it. So another family, generic model, adaptive. So in this family, so we're going to place 2 points and make them adaptive. And one of the points will be the center of a circle, and this point will be on the circle. Okay, so reference circle, draw on world plan, set world plan, pick this world plan, and just place it here, and then create a radius parameter. So this radius parameter, I'll just leave it here. So the next step is we need to connect these two. So then create a reference line, and then set world plan onto this reference line, do a dimension di, and pick these 2 points. Now we can create a reporting parameter to report the distance between point 1 and point 2. I'll just call it RP. Okay, so instance and reporting. And then we can just, let's see, we can't just use that reporting. We need to create a new parameter. Let's call it R instance, and OK. So go to family types. So in here, formula of R, just type reporting. So this radius will automatically match the distance between point 1 and point 2. So now, you can use point 2 to control the size of this circle. Okay, so this, hang on. So if you load this one into that family, because this is a reference line, you won't be able to see it. We do want to see it, so we need to uncheck this one. So it becomes a model line. So load this one into let me check which one I need to load it into. So we need to load it into family 3. So maybe maybe I'll rename it so it's a little bit easier. Okay, so save as. I'm going to save it on my desktop. I call it circle. Okay, circle, and save, and load this into families. Let's just rename them. So this one will be adaptive. Okay, I'll just call it adaptive. Adaptive. And the other one, I'll call it pattern base. I'll just save, so it's a little bit easier for us. Pattern based. Okay, so now we just need to save this circle into the adaptive. Okay, so adaptive, and then we can place this. So we're going to use, just make sure you use place on face. If you use place on world plan, it won't flex. Okay, so when you move them, so okay, place on face. First, we need to place it on this point, and then we need to place this on. Place on this one, 0.4. Okay, so now that's our hand. So it seems we need to. It's on an angle, so maybe we need to do something to it. So let's try. Don't worry, just try. Maybe go to floor plan. So let's see if we can do it on the floor plan. Seems still the same. Maybe we do this. So I'll set world plan, pick a plan, and pick onto the horizontal world plan of this point. Looks like it's on an angle. So maybe I will. Let me try this one. So first, I want to use place on world plan for point 1, the first point, and then the second point I want to place on face. So let's see if, yep. So it seems this one's currently sitting on here. So let's try if I move this point. Okay, so yeah, I think it works. Yeah, that's great. So now you will see if I move the point. So once the relationship between point 3, point 4, and point 1 changes, and this will also change the radius, the center point of the arc, and as well as the radius of this circle. Okay, so the next step is we need to create the panel. So now we have this arc, we have this reference line. I think we can create the panel, but because we can't really break this one, so which means we need to create a circle as a solid and then somehow create a void to cut away this part. Let me think. Okay, so let's do it. So first select this circle and use create form. So I'm pick the one on the left, just give it a thickness. So I'll try 200. Yeah, that should be okay. So now we have this solid, and then we need to, so let me change it to wireframe WF. So we need to cut away this. So we need to somehow, I think we can do this. If we connect this point to here and then go all the way back here, so we can create one single void, but just need to make sure, I believe we need to make sure these points just go a little bit further away. So what's going on? Yeah, just a little bit further to cover, this part. So now let's do it. Point 1 together with this one, spline and reference line. So this point to here, spline, reference line. These 2 points, spline, reference line. This point to here, spline, reference line, and this point and point 3, spline, reference line. So now we can select all these reference lines together with these 2, this one, and this one. So we can create a void. So pick the one on the left and also make sure. So we don't need that much. Maybe instead of 50 meter, 2 meter should be enough, and 2 meter on the other side. So make sure it will cut. And now let's type HL, hidden line. So you will see it cut away this part. So this is exactly what we need. So straight, edge, arc, an arc which you can dimension. Okay, so it's not finished. So in that example I show you, because we want this panel to be overlapping, currently it's not. So what we need to do is, when we place this adaptive point of this circle, we need to have another point offset from the point 4. So I think we probably need to delete this. Okay, so we need to do it again. Oh, sorry, Control Z. Delete the solid. Won't allow me to delete. Okay, so what's going on here? Oh, try to pick this circle. Delete. Yeah, all good. So now we just need to create a point and offset from the point 4. So point, draw on world plan, set world plan, pick this and place it onto this, and then select this point, drag it up. So here, so this is offset the distance between this point and this point. So we can create a parameter, let's call it offset, and I'm going to use I'll try type parameter. Okay, so then try to select the point of this circle. So you'll see if you move your cursor here, around here, you will see a point, not this adaptive point, but this point. So this is the adaptive point of this circle family. So okay, and then you can pick new host, and then so make sure it's draw on face and pick this point. And now you will see we rotated this circle. Okay, so continue, select this circle, create another form, and give it a thickness 200, for example. And if you want to create a material parameter, you can do it here. Okay. So then, because we already have the void here, so we can just cut it using this void. So now we have this panel back, and also there's a little angle to it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, and also because this circle, this is visible. So when we load this into a pattern-based family, it will be visible. So we can just uncheck this one, so it won't be visible in the project. Okay, so now we can load this into the pattern-based family. So let's load pattern-based. Okay, so we just need to place it onto this. So use place on face, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.4. So now you will see, oh, this is that should be okay. We can adjust the angle later because we have the offset parameter. I think this will be it. So now let's have a test. So we're going to test it in the conceptual mass. You can also do it in a project and create a model in place mass. So let's just do a very simple one, just a line. Maybe I'll just make a reference line and create a form. Okay, so now I'm going to want to make it a little bit more rectangular. Oh, sorry, square. We need to increase the height, 20 meter. That's okay. So now use divided surface. So I want it to be fixed distance for both. Okay, and then I want to use the same distance. So now if we rotate it by 45 degree, and also we want it to be more diamond shape instead of square. So let's try type 20 degree, negative 20 degree. Yeah, I think this is it. So now we can load this pattern-based, this one, into that conceptual mass, which is this one, and select it and go. So try this. It seems something's not right. I'm not sure. Let's try negative 45 degree. Interesting. It's not cutting anything, but I think it's probably because the void is not cutting the solid. Maybe we need to change the thickness of the void. Let's go back. Go back to the pattern based. Maybe not. Go back to this one. So let's have a look. Where's the void? Where's my void? Try to, yeah, this one. Once you select the whole solid, you will see this void. So it seems maybe because this void is not thick enough. So what we're going to do is change this to 10 meter thick. See what happens. Okay, so load this back to my pattern-based family. Override, all good. Load this back to the family 6. Override. Still doesn't work. This is interesting. I'm not sure. Negative 45 degree. No. 45 degree, but let's try to change this one. Negative 20, 20. Oh, it works now. Interesting. So it seems doesn't work when I use 20 and negative 20, but it works when I swap these two. But that's fine. So which means if we type 45, it should go that way. Yeah. So this is what we're looking for. And also, actually looks quite nice. So let's see if we can adjust the offset. So for example, try to open these panels. So currently it's quite sitting very close to each other. So let's try to edit type. I don't think it will be here because we didn't link those parameters. So we need to go back to the here. So let's go edit type. Okay. Now this is the issue because they are shared families. So, but the default setting for any of adaptive family, see this shared, which means we can't really link. So we can directly select them and edit type here. Okay, so let's try see if we can adjust 1.5. So now you'll see we can directly do it here. So this will open up this panel a little bit, so you can see the gap become bigger. And go edit type 500. Yeah, so almost close, touching each other. I think that's it. So tab select. So this will you will be able to select individual pattern-based family, and let's just use 900. And also this should be able. You should be able to use them on curved. So let's try. So I'll just do a very small one. So to try to reduce the number of the panels. So create a form and maybe make it a little bit 20 meter as well. Divide the surface. So I'll use the exact same pattern. So fixed distance, and 4.5 meter each. So and I think 20 and a negative 20 and negative 45. I can't remember. Maybe 45. Okay, so now we can apply that pattern-based family onto it. Oh, looks like I was wrong. Negative 20 and 20. Yeah, and then negative 45. Yeah, so nice. Okay, so last try. Okay, so I'm going to let's try see if we can. Hang on, what's going on here? I can't select this thing. So now looks like we have some issue here. So see here. So when my cursor is moving around here, I can still select the panel there. So this is because the reference line in the family. So let's go fix it. Okay, so this will be very annoying. So for example, you're trying to pick something here and you pick something there. So go edit family into here. So these are the issue reference lines. So what we need to do is very simple, select them, all of them. Here, so you'll see this one, reference. Just change this to not a reference. So let me just HH and see if there's any more reference line there. So I think probably this reference plan, I can't, oh, hang on, what's going on? Not referenced as well. So I think it's all good. These points, maybe not too much reference point. Let's just leave it. Okay, so load this. So this is adaptive family. Load into a pattern-based family. Override, and then load this into the conceptual mass. Override. So okay, so now you will see we won't be able to select this family when we moving here around here. So only selectable when we actual picking, move your cursor onto it. Good. So last one. So now select this, and I want to adjust the so use tab and click. So this will allow you to change the shape. So I'm going to just add a unlock tab, select, add a profile, and then edit the profile to make it so for example, I'll just do it like this. Finish. And remember, when you do this, because the pattern based families are already there, so this will take a long time to. It looks like you're just changing the shape of this mess. Actually, so when you turn on the component, you will see. So you actually have all those panels already. So it will take a long time to sometimes take a long time to calculate. Oh, it seems this one's what's going on here. I think you can. Let's try see if we can delete it. No, can't delete it. I don't know. Maybe hide it. hide. Oh no. See if we can hide it. No, we can't do anything. So yeah, sometimes this happens when you have that partial. So because sometimes when Revit cut part of your panels, so this happens. No, I don't know how to fix it. Just try your luck, or you can just change your shape slightly, and it might fix your issue. And also, you can try different. So, for example, empty. So you won't have any partial panels, only those 4 panels. Or you can use overhand. So this will give you all 4 panels, even your shape stop here, and it will create panels. You probably go to here. Looks like, yep. So yeah, this is the one. Not sure. Okay, so let's ignore it. That's it. So I'll just hide it. EH. I can't even hide it. Oh, this is. Anyway, so that's it for today. I will upload this one for you so you can have a play. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.